Hello, I'm Mighty Slim, and in part one of our look at how to play Grace by Country Joe and the Fish, the bass line, we're going to look at the intro, the two rounds of verses, and the Your Silver Streak Flash part, which I guess is the pre-chorus, and then across the tiny door of my mind, that part. So anyway, please subscribe to my YouTube channel below, Mr. Mighty Slim. And now let's get started. All right, I'll try to play some of the lines and break them down for you. So we have at the beginning, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so what was that? We have the open E string to the 7th fret on the A, then 9 on the G, 6 on the G, 9 on the G. So, and then 9 on the D, 11 on the A, 9 on the D, 11 on the A, and then and then 7 on the A, and then 9, 7 on the E, back to 7 on the A. So let's try that whole thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then we have, for the most part, we're going to play one bar of an E, which is the 7th fret on the A here. We're going to go, so after the 1, 2, 3, 4, then you're going to hold the E down for one bar, the 7th fret right here on the A. Then we're going to hold the D note right here, 5th fret on the A. We're also going to hold that down for one bar. And at the beginning, we have 2 rounds of that. So we have after 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and then 5 on the A. Back to 7. Then back to 5. Excuse the singing. I probably should have done it on kazoo. All right. And then the verse comes in. And in the verse, you'll do 1 bar of the E, 1 bar of the D. You'll do that 3 times, right? 3 times back and forth. And then for the last bar, which would be technically bar number 4, we're going to hold the 7th fret, the E note down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. We're going to hold that down for the performance for 2 bars. All right, so I'm going to attempt to sing. I'll probably or talk sing probably the wrong lyrics, but you'll get the idea. So it's just going back and forth. So 7. Cold wind to touch water, diamonds colored green, and flash the moon to paint green her hair. And then you do it again. Do 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 do. Ding, ding, ding. All right, and now we have the part that goes, your silver streaks flash, your silver streak flash, and then that's we have. All right, and then that goes into the across the tiny door of your mind. That lyric. All right. So what was that? So we had the 7th fret on the A string to 7, 9. I might hammer 9 to the 10 on the this is all the D string. So 7 on the D, and then 9, 10, 9 on the D. Right? And then back to 10 on the D, and then 7 on the G, 10 on the D, and then 7, 9, slide on the G. So here it is again. Right, and then we're going to have 7 on the A, and then 9, 7 on the G, 10. So, and then 9, 10, 9, 10, 9 on the D, to 7 on the D, 9 on the D, 7 on the D, and then 10 on the A. And then we'll start a new cycle with the 7 on the A. So let's do that. After this note gets played, we have all right. So the whole thing there that we have so far is all right. Now our next cycle begins. So 7 on the A, and then 7 on the D, 9, 10, 9 on the D, and then 10 on the D, 7 on the G, 10 on the D, and then 7, 9, slide on the G. Right? So 10, 10, D, 7, G, those back and forth. All right, so let's do that last part, and then we'll put them all together. So we have all right. So that's it, and then we're going to go into the across the tiny door of your mind. So let's put all those together. So we have all right, and now let's let's hope to play this part correctly here, and then we'll break it down for you. So this is the most prominent, definitely bass part, and sections in the song. So we have a lick that goes. Should have sustained that note there, and then. Right, there we go. That's good. All right, so we have 14 on the G. No, rather that's the D rather. So 14 on the D, 14 on the G, 14 on the D, 16 on the G, 14 on the D, and then 17, 16 on the G, back to 14 on the D. So, all right, then we'll slide it down a whole step. Now we have 12, 12 on the D, 12 on the G, 12 on the D, 14 on the, so 12 on the D, 12 on the G, 12 on the D, then 14 on the G, 12 on the D, and then 15, 14 on the G. So that was, all right, and then we have and what was that? So that's 10 on the 10 on the D, 10 on the G, 10 on the D, 12 on the G, 10 on the D, and then 13, 12 on the G to 10 on the D, and then you play the 7th fret on the A, and then I'm going to go. So I'm going to hold the 7th fret of the A string and then slide from 6 to 7 on the A. All right. So let's put that whole part of the performance together. So we have. Now the next part is all right. So what is that? All right, we have we have 14 on the D, 14 on the G, 14, 16, 17 on the G, back to 16 on the G. So, and now we'll slide it down a whole step and do the same thing. So that's 12 on the D, 12 on the G, 14, 15, 14 on the G. So, and we're almost doing the same thing, slid down a whole step, and we're starting in the 10 here, but we're going to go like we did before. So 10 on the, that's the only difference. There's the double note there. So the 10 on the D, 10 on the G, 12 on the G, and then hit the 12 on the G again to 13. Kind of hammer on, pull off, or hammer on and then strike the 12th fret again. So 12, 13, 12 on the Gs, and then back to 7, and slide from the 6 to the 7 on the A string. So let's do that whole section that we just did there. So and foul. Take two. Much better. All right. So there it is, and the next round we'll look at what goes on in the next. The verses are going to stay the same, but the parts in your Silver Streak, Flash, and those little riffs that we do change, and so we'll look at all those in part 2. Right, just so we make sure that we have a full accuracy going on here. All right, I sincerely hope you enjoyed this video. I sincerely hope you found it helpful. Please leave me a comment, a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel below, Mr. Mighty Slim, and in the words of my late brother from another mother, Norman B. We'll see y'all when the future gets here. Mighty Slim, over and out.